Hey, bless up, fam. How y'all doing? Good evening. Happy Friday to you. And for those of you who are watching it on the replay, bless up. You blessed today because you get to see a brand new day. What's up, my Renaissance grandmama? What's up, Shy? How you doing? Miss Brenda King, how you doing? Gigi, how you doing? Gigi's in the house. Gigi was gonna be occupied, but glad to see Gigi. Y'all see we getting it in back here, right? I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me move some stuff around right here. Yeah, we're getting it in, y'all. We're getting it in. So, first of all, I want to say thank you for dropping in. I guarantee you that it's going to be action packed from the beginning to the end because of the fact of I want to share something with you. And if you've seen the title, you watched the title, you understand the conversation. So, what we're talking about today is getting results. You know, a lot of times we have a vision, we have goals, we have thoughts in life, and sometimes we feel like we're not getting no results. Sometimes for whatever reason. Sometimes it's because of what? Discipline, even action. You know, a lot of people have a lot of good ideas, a lot of good concepts, and a lot of good things, right? But then guess what they don't have, right? Action. So what stops you from getting results? Today we're going to talk about what stops you from getting results. Let me go in the chat because I see some stuff popping up. Let's see. Hey, everybody speaking to everybody. Vision preparedness. Y'all check out Vision Preparedness. Thank you so much, my brother, for coming over. He has a bug out. Y'all make sure y'all check out his bug out. Go to Vision Preparedness um, YouTube channel. It's coming up. I think it's Ohio. He got a lot of good stuff going on, a lot of beautiful activities. He got a lot of information, and it sounds like it's going to be a great event. Much respect. I wish you nothing but the best on that. But let's support him in any kind of way we can, because we got vision preparedness. Let's see. I'm bugging out every day. I'm sorry, my friend. I gotta support. I gotta support. I gotta do better. But let me share something with you all. A lot of times, a lot of people say, you know, I don't see Eco out. I don't see him doing this and doing that. Right now, I just ain't. I just don't have a living room. I don't have a TV. I don't have cut on the AC, adjust the thermostat. Uh, every day is a prepared day. I get up around 4 o'clock in the morning, and then that begins my day. I have to get everything ready, maintaining multiple cabins on the property. They all are off grid. We all have a function in life, and so we got to get water, we got to get heat, we got to get sanitaries, sanitation, everything. So it's a task. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's almost like having animals, and we got animals. We got a few chickens, but chickens are the smallest piece of the homestead. And unless you're really doing this off grid thing, when you go and you participate with vision, you'll see, just imagine you multiply that every day. So that's all I'm going to say on that right there. It's some real work, man. But I love it. I love it. I love the unity. I love people getting together. Be Rich, what's up, man? Bless up, Be Rich. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to give you something today. Let's see what we got. Green grass grows. Wait a minute, we got Eco Nation. Eco Nation. If you're Eco Nation, stand up. Stand up, Eco Nation. Much love, Eco Nation. Much love to you all, Eco Nation. Bless up, bless up, bless up. I'm loving. Wait a minute. I loving that t-shirt. Wait a minute. Vision got a lot. Well, he got some other accessory other than just that t-shirt. I need to cop the merch too, man. Vision preparedness. He got some stuff going on. Y'all please check it out. Don't slip on vision preparedness, man. He about that life, man. He about getting you ready. It's a lot of things, especially as medical, on the medical field as well. A lot of things you can gather and a lot of nuggets of truth you can get from them, man. Just sub. That's what's up, Be Rich. Hey, Be Rich, tell them Eco Neighbor sent you, man. Anybody come over just sub, tell them Eco Neighbor sent you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Much love, man. Much love to you, man. Thank you for what you do. You don't have to. See, I've been peeping you for a minute. I realize a lot of these content creators, man, they trying to find a way that they can truly just give. Vision preparedness is that type of brother. He really don't even have to do this. I mean, he got his own thing and it's tight. When I tell you it's tight, it's tight. Y'all check him out and you'll see what I'm talking about. But what he's trying to do, he's trying to build a community. He's trying to reach back and help from the lessons that he learned. So y'all, man, don't sleep on vision preparedness, y'all. For real, for real. Yeah, Eco Nation is definitely in the house. Much love to y'all, man. Um, so let's talk about. I want to share with you a true life story about when you plan, you prep, you put everything together, but guess what happened? It seems like you don't get no results, right? Y'all know Annabelle. Let me show y'all Annabelle. Let me try to not miss this right. You see Annabelle right there? Annabelle made it out, y'all. If y'all can give us applause in the chat saying hashtag Annabelle. Annabelle made it out of what? This pit right here. So she was stuck in that pit right there. If y'all been watching, Eco Eco was trying to push up the pile because as you can see, we burning. We just trying to clear out because our next cabin, if the Lord's will, our next cabin will be planted right there, y'all. Our next cabin will be planted right there. And we got some great news. I'm ecstatic. I can't wait till this Sunday on Eco Nation News. Y'all tune in to Eco Nation News because we're going to share some details of some processes that we've been working on. And guess what? We got approved for our phase 1 of Eco Nation site plan. So we're building an Eco Nation, y'all. We're building something beautiful. We're building something for generations to come. And it's not just for just personal Eco and Gigi, but it's for generations to come. So we just got approved for phase 1. We're going to share a little bit more information coming this Sunday. Y'all check us out. I already dropped the live. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure you be there so you can see. And then just in case, if you're ever thinking about doing something like this or something, it's not necessarily do it like this, but build your own community. We got the power, y'all. Have you ever thought about building your own community? Have you ever thought about having your own personal place of peace? Have you ever thought about surrounding yourself with people that you love and care about? Have you ever thought about having a place that you can have a function, have a gathering, have a bride, have a fellowship, and no interruptions? No interruptions at all. Have you ever thought about inviting Eco Nation to a place where people can be free? They can speak their mind. They can turn up their music just as loud as they want to. They can relax. If they want to ride their four wheelers, if they want to ride on a horse, or if they want to ride their bike, if they just want to walk through nature and just sit down and listen to the birds sing. That's what we're building here, y'all. We're bringing the world into one small space. And some people say 20 acres is a lot, but it's really a small space. And it's just the beginning. Once we can expand and create, we're going to expand more beyond, far beyond 20 acres. 20 acres is just a scratch on what we're trying to do. But I am not trying to tuck away stuff and hide stuff. Some things we have to hide because of the fact of sometimes when people know your vision and the wrong people know your vision, they might set up roadblocks. And that's reality. That's just life, y'all. So let's stay on subject. Here I am, I got a vision. The vision is to make sure that we clear out a section. I've been clearing our area, been trying to get electricity brought in. That's going to be phased out. That's going to take a while. I don't know how long it's going to take because life has showed me that if I knew what's up, Sean? What's going on? Bless up, Sean. He always got to make his appearance. But if I knew what we were facing, I probably would have never done it. If I knew the cost that it takes to do basic things around this place, I probably would have never done it because I would have talked myself out of it. I would say, I don't have the resources. I would have said, I don't have the time. I would have said, I'm not the best health to do this. I would have said, I don't know enough people. I don't know enough resources. You got a dream. You got a vision. You got an idea. You got something in your brain and you've been trying to activate it. Some of us been working out in the gym and we see no results. Some of us done tried to start a business and we see no results. Some of us that had some written down goals to get out of debt, to do this or do that, and stuff just keep popping up time and time and time and time again, right? And we see no results, right? But do we? What's the reason why we don't see no results? Why don't we see any results, y'all? Sometimes it's not what you do or what you've been doing, it's just human nature. So Sean is going to interrupt me throughout this whole live. Y'all be patient with me because Sean hear my voice and Sean connect me, and I didn't feed Sean before I went live. So Sean says, hey man, I'm down here. And he gonna make his cameo appearance. Sean don't go off like this, but Sean gonna do this today, and we good. What's up, Sunday? What's up? What's going on? Grace guys, how you doing, beautiful? What's going on, y'all? Much love to you. So here we go. All right. The goal was I had a guy to come out, and now they're changing the game. You understand that your county, your city, your state, everything is different, and understand everything is a cost. So right now we're trying to work on infrastructure, fundamental infrastructure. We have the well, we have some sewage, but now we're trying to get a permanent sewage system for multiple cabins, right? And then in order to do that, we first had to get a permit just to clear the land. We then had to get a permit to put the RV out here. We then had to get a permit to even put a shed out here. Then we had to get a permit to do a well. But before the well, we had to come up with a strategy and a plan. So y'all give love and put hearts up for Gigi Naturals. Because Gigi, she is my beautiful administrator. And what I mean like this, you need a rock on your side. Whatever you weak at, that's what you need surrounding you. Wherever you weak at in your life, make sure you surround yourself. Sometimes we try to find people that we agree on or that we like, and we do this and we do that. But when it comes to business, when it comes to life, when it comes to life choices, put people in your life that not only will hold you accountable, but also will benefit you. If I'm not a great writer, and if I'm a CEO of a business, or if I'm a manager at a business, and I'm not a great writer, I need to hire someone that's a great writer. Find and know yourself. And once you know yourself, find those things and those people that can impact your life and build you up. So going back, here we are. We're trying to get everything out. The guy came out. He came out. He did measurements. He did soil tests. He pulled multiple soil tests. He did like a 4 feet soil test. And then I think he did maybe like a 6 feet soil test. He said, hey, your soil is perfect. We have sandy soil out here. This is a soil that I'm not used to. I am struggling. Oh, my confessions. I'm giving you my confessions. Things that I normally could grow and could kill it at, I'm learning right now. Because it's a new territory. And that it does not matter about your zone. It matters about where you are and your territory. Now, guess what happens? Once you learn pieces of your territory, if you homestead and you start in raw land, guess what's going to happen? Once you start clearing that land, once you start burning materials, it changes the soil. It changes everything. This soil has changed since we've been here. So you can get a soil test in the very beginning, but guess what? Once you start clearing your land, once you start putting things in there, once you start putting infrastructure, once you start having rains and you start having runoff, it can totally change your soil content. So one thing that I would definitely recommend if you're thinking about going wholeheartedly in this process, don't be so quick to build and put your establishment there. I watch a lot of people, they buy land, Before they can close on that land, they clearing that land, they putting up a house, they putting up a structure. Take your time. Take your time. I understand you're anxious, you're ready to go. But if you're considering buying raw land, undeveloped land, unproven land, you got to clear the land, you got to pull up roots, you got to pull up rocks, you got to grade the land. Then you got to bring in more soil, and then you got to let the rain, you got to let some hurricanes come through, you got to let some coldness come through, you got to let the runoff, you got to let the slush go through, and then you got to let the material and the roots that you didn't get up break down. It's going to change your soil content, the texture of your soil. It's going to change a lot of stuff. So, how did I learn this? Because I thought I wasn't getting no results. I was working, but I thought I wasn't getting any results. At one time, this whole area, all the way over, was 3 stories high, right? This pile is a baby pile compared to the piles that were right here, right? I thought I wasn't getting no results. I thought it was going to take me forever to burn these piles. But one day, a gust of wind came through, and it took off. It scared me half to death because I thought I was going to catch my woods on fire. But you have to plan and you have to prepare, but it does not mean you're going to be successful. That is, once again, sometimes in life we think we're not getting any results, but we ain't finished. You got to be patient, okay? So one is action. The second one is be patient. Be patient. Sometimes we got these lofty goals and these high goals in life, whether it's relationship, whether it's finance, whether it's health, whatever it may be. Sometimes we set these goals real high, but we need to have some small, low-hanging fruit goals. We need to have some mid-level goals, and then we need to also keep our eyes on some other things. And guess what? Even though you got these things, your high level may kick off first, and it'll skip all the rest. That's what life does. That's what life does. Life is unpredictable. But if you embrace the unpredictability of it, you can enjoy it and sit back and watch the fruits multiply. Because we think, because we put a seed in the dirt, we amend the soil. We put blood meal, bone meal, we put a little fertilizer, we put some fish oil. We do all of this stuff. We think that's what's cultivating and growing our plants, and that's where we get abundance at. It ain't that. It ain't that. I seen times I did a lot of stuff, and then I go back and I look at it. The rain done washed it all away. So, okay, every day. What's up, Nikki? The everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. Make sure y'all check her channel out. Much love to you, Nikki. We call her Nikki. So if y'all new to the chat, anytime you hear Nikki, that's who we referring to. What's up? Yeah, Gigi the bomb, man. Much love. Much love to Gigi. She the bomb. Gigi just got approved. She was the person that did the site plan. And hopefully if she does have enough time, because Gigi we all got our own separate things. We got a lot of our own lives. We got a lot of different time constraints and a lot of obligations. But if she can make it to the Eco News, I'm gonna let her speak about the process and what she did to get our plan approved. Because, I have a vision, but Gigi can put it to action. Here it was right there. I had a lot of great suggestions. I got feedback from James Franklin. Thank you, James Franklin. I got feedback from oh my God, what's my boy name? He normally in the chat. Let me see if I can find him. Much love to him. I'm sorry, my brain is just went to the left. But y'all know him. He gave me some suggestions. I got some other suggestions from some other people. I tried. My neighbor gave me a tow rope. That didn't work. I went and bought. Well, let's talk about this. Here I am just trying to get everything prepped and ready because there's a timeline, right? And I've been waiting on Annabelle to come back. I got Annabelle. We moving. We shaking. We moving. Guess what happened? Now I'm trying to get everything prepped and ready and get everything laid out so we can bring the equipment, everything in, stack everything up, and then trying to get everything burnt and then pushed and moved to the side, right? Guess what happened? Annabelle comes back. Annabelle wasn't right. I had to send Annabelle back. When I sent Annabelle back, I didn't remember, but I ended up having to the guy that loaded Annabelle up, he used my chain. Remember this, I'm gonna put a little tab in the chain. Ended up picking up Annabelle. That ended up being another 2 months. So let me be truly transparent and set some expectations. It don't matter if you got the money. It don't matter if you prep and plan. It don't matter if you did an itemized list. Life will tell you, screw that list. Screw your money. Screw your goals. Screw your dreams. But you know what you have to do? You have to be resilient, and you have to be consistent in what you're doing, and you don't take no for an answer. Be comfortable with taking no for an answer. Be comfortable with being denied. Be comfortable with things not working out. That's just life. But you know what? Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't let go, right? So here it is. Annabelle's gone. They end up putting everything together. They got everything together, right? No, they didn't fix the grappler. Then they didn't fix certain parts on Annabelle. They didn't replace them. So now, guess what that is? That's another 2 months of ordering to get equipment and get supplies back. That's the day and age that we're living in. So now I'm having Annabelle in the shop more than I having Annabelle here. I finally get Annabelle back. We working, we knocking out stuff. Guess what happens? I'm moving around debris, moving around large trees. Y'all see how big these trees? These trees are 80 feet tall. Wait a minute. Let me make sure y'all see this. That's what these trees look like, y'all. We're talking about 60 to 80 feet trees, right? Annabelle doing a lot of this work. We finesse and it's a time and we wait till it rains. It's getting ready to rain this weekend. We watch the weather report. We got sand and soil. We use it to our advantage. We use the grappler. We use the actual the shovel. We use a lot of different stuff. We use chain. We use a lot of different things to get things done, right? Chainsaws, all of that. But guess what? Me and Annabelle working. We working timelessly. We getting it done. We pulling out trees. We trying to move the right of way, building the right of way. And guess what? I end up knocking out all of the power from the generator. I ripped all the cords out from the generator, from the solar panel, from all of our power source, right? Sometimes you feel like you don't get any results, right? Sometimes in life, you're trying to do everything that's right. But sometimes in life, you feel like you're just going backwards instead of forwards, right? That's what life does. Sometimes you just want to throw in the towel and give up. Sometimes we don't get our results because we tried to start that business. We tried to lose some weight. We tried to get that blood pressure down. We tried to get cholesterol down. We tried a lot of different things, right? But did you give up? Did you give up? Hopefully, you can use this to remind you it's still not too late. Because you can do this here. So you don't give up. You don't give up. And there's always time as long as you can do this here. So now we got the electricity knocked out. That's another project. Why there's so many projects? Because that's what life is. We juggle things in our lives. Sometimes we got to put our kids first. Sometimes we got to put our spouse first. Sometimes we got to put our relationship first. Sometimes we got to put our career first. Sometimes we got to put our education first. Sometimes we have to put things in front of each other. We have to prioritize in all facets of life, right? Get that together. That takes some time. Finally get that together. Now we back on Annabelle. We ready to go. We ready to get this thing done because time is of the matter. The guy comes out. He finally comes out. He goes and he does the measurements. I gotta move this pile. This pile gotta be moved, right? We gotta put the septic tank down here, right? Pressure, clock, tick tock. Then guess what the guy tells me? The guy says, "Do you have a residential site plan for here, or a community site plan for what you're trying to do? Because what you explained to me, um, hopefully you got permits already." I said, "Well, I got permits for the RV, I got permits for the cabin, I got permit." He said, "No, do you have a residential or a community site development plan for everything you're trying to do, including the future of what you're trying to do, right?" So I'm like, he said, "Because I won't be able to move forward with the infrastructure of your community, phase one of this community, without that approval, because they're going to knock it out. And by the way, due to the increase of people trying to live in RVs and living in sheds, they're changing and strict. They starting to become more stricter on issuing permits. Hint, hint. This in the bush. This in the wild. Get your land, y'all. Get your land. If you're on the fence, you waiting, go ahead and get your land. Go ahead and get your establishment, your infrastructure. Because if I had my way, I wouldn't do this with all these permits and stuff, but I got to. The reason why I have to is because I'm thinking long term. I'm not thinking short term. The worst thing in the world is that one day, if I get into a financial bind, and if I have to rent out, or if I have to Airbnb some of these cabins, right? Or if I have to generate some income, I want my documentation together. So I have to go by the rules on this piece right here. Community around here say, all you gotta do is just do this and you could do that. This your land, you own the land, don't nobody tell you. Yeah, but Murphy sits on my lap. Murphy hugs me every single morning. Murphy gives me a kiss goodnight. Murphy Law, I know myself. Everybody getting in the club, and then the time I get to the door, they said, last person, you can't come in. You gotta pay. That's the story of my life. I know that. I don't speak it into my life. I have lived it into my life. And I have lived well enough to know what happens in life for myself. It's all about knowing thyself. So I said, look, all right, let me get all of that together, put all of that together so I communicate that to the amazing Gigi. Gigi went, she pull out her paperwork, pull out her pencil, her glasses. You know when she put them glasses on, you know, she kind of, Gigi kind of put them glasses on right there. And then she go ahead and work, and then she pick up the phone, and then she do the email, and then she put them lawyer attorney type glasses on, and then she knock that stuff out. That's what Gigi do. You know, I know y'all used to the other Gigi all with the nails and all that, but Gigi about that business, man. Gigi don't play. Let me go back to the chat. I'm trying to do better with the chat. Never give up, Grace God. Never give up. Veggie in here? What's up, Veggie? What's going on? Y'all check out Veggie Farm. Veggie Farm, she be growing. Herbs, all of that. Y'all check out Veggie Farm. Please check out Veggie Farm. Yeah, we trying to create some memories. Eco, I will rent out. Be rich. Be rich. Oh, be rich. I have to give you your first rental for free, just to be just to welcome you to the Eco Nation, my brother. You already got the gold executive package, man. Um, you'll have me trying to clean up everything for you. You come out here, man, trying to lay it out for you, man. Much love to you, man. Be rich. Been a support, man, for a minute. Shy, shy, veggie, all y'all, man. All y'all just been beautiful, man. Ecoville, I like that. You know what? Um, Eco Nation is more than just physical YouTube. It's a mindset. I want EcoNation to be something that it goes far beyond tangible, touchable things, more than a membership, more than me calling a piece of God's great earth. I want EcoNation to be a mindset. I want the nation to be to the part where you thinking, I can do that. I can do that because I'm in EcoNation. And what I mean by EcoNation, I mean the sky, the world, the galaxy is yours. Your dreams and your ideas is yours, and you need to own them, claim them, speak them, live them, and pursue them. If you don't do it, you're wasting an idea, you're wasting a concept, you're wasting your time. So I'm going to move on. Let's talk about this, right? So here we are. We finally got me and Annabelle. We back on track. We riding, right? We going through this journey, right? Guess what happens? I get her stuck. I get her stuck, and I can't get her out. She bottom out. A lot of people done told me a lot of different things on how to get it out. All of that stuff I tried, it did not work. I worked hard and it was rain. And you got to understand, this whole area was nothing but ash. That's the only reason I got green right here is because nothing else where I cleared is green other than where I burnt. Transformed the soil. But what I'm fighting against right here where I burnt is it's a slope. And guess what happens when it rains? Because Florida don't have like, oh, it's a dainty shower, it's nice, it's mistful. It comes down and it washes the topography away. So here I am, still fighting for that, still gonna work on building a berm and a lot of other stuff. And I know my boy Be Rich gonna help me out with a lot of that stuff because he be studying a lot of different things. He's so educated and knowledgeable about a lot of diversity of things. So I already know I'm gonna have to do some berms in a couple of other areas, and even the cabin behind me. The cabin is behind me. It's a slope. If y'all notice, there's a gradual slope right here, and then that's where the septic tank. So I got to run a line from right here all the way down to right here. Y'all see Gigi, don't you? Gigi making a cameo appearance right there. Go on, Gigi. Notice Gigi in her all black fashion of Eco Nation wear. She's walking as she walks down to Sean and the Chickettes. Notice how she saunters all the way through, just like this. And she throws her hair left and right, knocking out the gnats and the flies. Notice it. Back to the show, y'all. But anyway, check this out. So here we are. Got Annabelle stuck. Annabelle is in here. She's stuck. She bottom now. I can't even take the bush hog off. I can't take nothing. And I notice it's a leak. So whenever I turn to reverse, I put it in, shift it in 4-wheel drive. I shift it here. I turn the wheel. I can't do nothing. And I'm stuck in the pile. And at the time I was stuck, guess what I was doing? I was burning the pile. So like right now, if you notice this pile is kind of starting to fizzle. So ordinarily what I would do, I would take Annabelle and I would kind of push her up, push the dry up to the smoke. And what happens when you push the dry up to the smoke, it starts to burn again. Right now, I really kind of like, my heart is beating because I would love to push this dry section right here up, push it up to the smoke, and then eventually you'll get it to burn. And then you got to work your pile. You got to keep pushing the pile up because this pile right here was actually down here to these trees. And then it was all the way over here behind the bucket right there. So you have to push it, you have to work it, you have to get it through, right? Now, Annabelle bottom out. It's stuck. It's been raining. I can't get it out. I got a chain, I got a pull rope, I got a tow rope. I call people. I call my right hand trusted dusty friend. Nothing. Nothing. In life, you're going to put in the work. You're not going to take any shortcuts. You're going to sacrifice. You're going to spend your last. You're going to use every avenue you got. And life will say nothing. Life won't say a thing. Everything you work for, everything you try, it's going to tell you, nope, not going to happen. It's not going to happen, right? Nothing you've done. Nothing you've done wrong. But guess what's going to happen? Life going to just say no. Or does it say no? Life sometimes don't say no. It just say not now. You got a little bit of learn in this process. What we don't talk about when we go through our journeys, sometimes I try to be the man. And bros, how many bros we got in here? We got some kings in here. Come on, come on, come on. How many kings we got in here? Hashtag kings. Oh, I see Black Guns. Let's see. I see J3GS. What's up, J3S? I know Be Rich in here. Let's see. How many kings we got in here? Kathy B, how you doing? Much love to you. All the kings, y'all stand up. Vision preparedness. We got some kings in here. So sometimes kings, we try to be the answer to everything. We try to be that rock. We try to allow our loved ones to depend on us and trust us and know not for them to worry, not for them to faint, not for them to get concerned, not for them to trust another king, right? But sometimes that don't work. Sometimes we work real hard for things, right? And we work to try to maintain, and we try to dot every I, cross every T. But guess what happened? That don't work. That don't work. So what's next? You have to depend on your loved ones, right? So here I am, got Annabelle to try for 2 or 3 days, bought a chain because, let me go back to the chain. Went to go get my chain, guess what happened? The chain went with Annabelle, right? My $200 chain that I had for years went with Annabelle, right? Because when they picked up Annabelle, they had to use the chain to help load Annabelle because we had some additional attachments. The grappling needs to be fixed, right? So guess what happened? I called back up to the place, although it's been maybe three weeks since I picked it up. No one knows where my chain at. And y'all already know what the price is. If it cost $200 10 years ago, because the chain ain't broke, the chain ain't hurt, ain't nothing wrong with the chain. But guess what that same $200 chain cost? It ain't no $200, right? So I'm thinking, once again, electricity, Annabelle been sick, had to get Annabelle fixed. I got some leaks, had to get this done, had to get that done. Now here we go with something else. So some of y'all may look at this process and just say, "No, he ain't did that much," or that's all that's been done, or that's all. But they don't see all the sideline stuff that that slows the process. That's the same thing in your life. Sometimes people be like, "She done went to college, she done graduated, she working on her, and that's the far she got with her career," or she been exercising for 3 or 4 months, or he been working out, going to the gym for at least a year, and that's all he got. But they don't see when you go to the doctor say, "I'm seeing improvement. Your body, your BMI has gone down, your cholesterol gone down." They don't see all of that. They don't see the hidden pieces. Because people see no results, don't mean there are no results. Sometimes you can plant a seed in the ground and you think ain't nothing happening. And then you wait and you plant it that fall and then you watch it wither up. And you water and you fertilize it, even through the winter time. And you're like, nothing. This thing is cold hearted and nothing. You just see a stick. You feel like the stick is not going to do nothing. Then you wait 6 to 7 months. And then next thing you know, spring comes around. Nothing happens. Then here it is at the end of spring, and all of a sudden you see a bud. And before you know it, you even see one bloom trying to kick out. And you know what that is? All you need. All you need to motivate you to keep on growing. That's all you need. You just need one sign. And sometimes that sign don't come and you have to wait 1 or 2 years or 3, 4 years, 1 or 2 months or 1 or 2 weeks or 5 hours on something that should have took 30 minutes. Don't give up. Sometimes you think it's no results. It's not no results. It's just not right now. A lot of times in life, it's not no results. It's just not right now. But you got to be consistent. You got to be patient. You got to keep on moving. You also have to invest and change where change needs to be made. So guess what happened? Change needed to be made to get Annabelle out, right? Asked for some help with some tow. I had a friend that got some equipment. He was supposed to show up, didn't show up. He had a friend, he couldn't show up. Then he had a friend that was supposed to show up, that didn't show up. So guess what? That lesson was figure it out. You can get advice and try all that advice, and you can get a lot of information, but the end result was figure it out. Because Annabelle is sitting right there. Annabelle ain't stuck in the mud no more. But guess what took Annabelle out? Collaboration, teamwork, and Gigi. Gigi? Yeah, Gigi. So Gigi said, come on, let's go. Let's go get Annabelle out. You know, I was gonna take a nap. And this is my goal, this is my dream. I was gonna take a nap. Gigi said, come on, let's go. Well, why not do it now, right? Let's do it now, right? In my brain, I'm thinking, based on what we've been through, when something speaks to you, you better listen. Now, what I'm learning with all this that we've been going through, when something you didn't ask for and it comes to you, but something you've been dreaming, been working for, move. What? Don't talk yourself out of it. Move. Get up and move. So sometimes in life, you could have been trying to write a book for a long time, and then you ain't even think about it because you done kind of gave up because you got flat with your brain and you're not thinking about it. You can't keep moving. You can't keep being inspired. You just got at a point where you just almost giving up. And then something will come, or someone will come in your life and say, what you doing with it? Where you at with that? Don't get mad. That's called accountability. That's something that you don't see in the news. You don't see in the media. You don't see anywhere. But you see it behind every successful person. You see accountability. So when she said, come on, let's go, I didn't feel like it, didn't want to. I was finna sit down. It was hot, middle of the day. Boom. Guess what happened? I got up. We went down there. We tried it my old way when we first got down there, right? Didn't work. We tried to change it up. Me being a man, sometimes I don't want to hear that. She don't know nothing about this. She said, why don't try this and try this and try that, try this? Baby, that don't make any sense, baby. We tried this, we tried that. Then guess what? We tried and it don't work. But guess what happens? Sometimes your advice and your help has nothing to do about what you feel as far as their experience. Everybody be talking about find the person with the most experience. Sometimes you need to find somebody with the most new ideas. And sometimes people who don't know about something have a different vision and a different viewpoint than what you have with all your experience, right? I've been stuck in the mud for too many times. I done got my cars out of the mud. I done got trucks out of the mud. I done helped people get things out of the mud, right? I watched the way the vehicle shift. I done put boards in. I done jack things up. I done wedge stuff in. I know how to do that, right? But I was stuck in the mud and couldn't get out. And guess what happened? Here it was for somebody who didn't have that experience say, I see something. So what I was doing, I was raising the boom up in the front, the grappler up in the front, pushing up, trying to see if I could get some traction because all I was doing just spinning, getting deeper in the sand and in the mush. And then she said, oh, I see something underneath there. It looks like the tractor, when you lift the tractor up, there's a big root that is stuck on. I said, what? A big root? I said, I can't see it because I'm always on the tractor. Sometimes you going through that mud, you going through that mire, you can't see all sides of what you're going through. Sometimes in life, you done tried everything you can, but you was only looking at it from your perspective, your tunnel vision perspective. You've got a lot of experience, you got a lot of knowledge, you got a lot of wisdom, but sometimes a baby, an older person, middle-aged person, a teenager can walk up and find a solution because they're looking at it from a different angle. They ain't got all that investment that you got wrapped into it. You got that business, you can't quite get it together, you can't quite do what you need to do. You looking at it from a different perspective. Sometimes you get input, positive input from novice that you never thought about. So be open minded. So when she said, I see a stump, I see a root up underneath there, I said, what? I said, man, I can't even see up under there. I'm too busy like this at about a 90-degree angle trying to get the thing out, right? I ain't see no root. I get out. She said, stop, look at it. Get out, get off. I see it wasn't a root, it was a tree. It was a root connected to a whole tree at the bottom of this pile. So at the bottom of this burn pile, there is an oak tree that runs from one end all the way down to the other. And guess what happened? I was pushing it up and pushing it up, pushing the pile up, and somehow that root, I rolled up on the root, and that root pushed down my bottom and pushed it down to the ground. And now I couldn't grab nothing. I couldn't move nothing. And I didn't see it until I raised it up and until Gigi stepped to the side and looked at it from a totally different angle. I was in this mess. I was deep off in this mess. And she was looking from the outside, looking in, and she saw something. Listen to the people looking from the outside, looking in. Not all the time it's the solution, but be open minded to think about it. And then I was able to apply my experience to say, if it's a root up underneath there that's holding me up, that may be the reason why my four-wheel drive ain't nothing pulling me out, because there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to get out of this with this tractor, right? Get out. It's wedged up underneath there. So I get up back on there. I lift it up even higher to the highest I can possibly get it. And then so we reposition the chain. I crawl up underneath there, and then I get it. I put a chain wrap around the tree. We reposition. Gigi repositioned the truck. She get the truck at an angle. I told her back it up right there. She repositioned it at an angle. We connect the chain. We floor it. We pull it, put it in four-wheel drive, floor it, don't work. We put it at another angle, don't work. Then all of a sudden we snatch it and just floor it, put it to the floor because we in sandy soil. The truck is just going down, bogging down into the soil, right? And all of a sudden she said, you got it. Results. Results. What allowed me to get the results of getting Annabelle from here, from there to there? Resiliency, being open-minded, not giving up, finding solutions, incorporating a team, and having a diverse team on top of that. I could have got 15 dudes out here that had experience and they might not even got it out. And then Gigi could just walk up here and just say, oh, I see what's wrong. That right there jammed up in there. You see what I'm saying? I called my friends, they didn't come. I used my wisdom, my knowledge, they didn't come. I prayed about it, it didn't happen at the time. I thought about it. I walked away from it. I tried to have patience. I went and invested some other things in trying to get these solutions, and nothing happened. Don't give up. Don't give up. Because sometimes, just when you're ready to give up, that's when the breakthrough comes. That's when the breakthrough comes. They said one of the most difficult traps that Houdini ever faced was when he was locked in a cell. They handcuffed him and put him in a cell. He got out of the handcuffs. And he worked tirelessly to open up that cell door. And at the end, before time, when he was ready to give up, he placed his hand on the door of the cell and it opened up. Come to find out, the cell door was never locked. We go through stuff in life, we encounter things in life, and we do the right thing based on our thought and process. We make the right steps, and it seems like we get no results in life, y'all. But don't give up. Do not give up. Step back, be patient, but keep on moving forward. Keep on pressing. Because guess what's going to happen eventually? A breakthrough. And I know it gets hard. I know it gets frustrating sometimes in life. I know a lot of things can wear you down, and it wears you down. It costs you a lot. You got other things you got to do. You got other obligations you need to meet. You got people depending on you. But I'm encouraging you that set your dreams and your heights on your goals. But just because you feel like you don't see any results, don't mean something ain't happening. Just because you don't see no fire, don't mean it's not there. You have what it takes, and you got to be resilient. You got to be innovative. You got to be consistent. You got to keep on being passionate. And sometimes you got to step back and reanalyze and review what you're doing. And as you do that, be open to feedback. And the feedback can come from different sources. The things that scare me to these days and around this is we suppressing diversity, we suppressing uh, a variety of ideas, experiences, and that's scary because what we're doing, we're depending on our own way of thinking, our own frame of mind. In order to obtain knowledge, you got to go through something. You got to try some things that you have never tried. So imagine if you're trying to get knowledge and you base it on everything that you know. The best way to obtain knowledge, yeah, we all understand you ask for knowledge, you ask for wisdom, but it calls for action. The action is putting that first step forward and trying things that you never tried, doing some things you never did before, never thought about doing, but looking at the bigger picture, trying to achieve that bigger picture. And then once you look at your failures, the no's, the rejections, the not nows, you analyze and say, whoa, what happened? Why did that not work? And then you build upon that. And then next time you can obtain wisdom. That blessing from wisdom, you can take that wisdom and share it with others. That's life. The more you try to do something that everybody is not doing, the harder it is. The more you try to live and become your own person, the harder it is. And that's how life is. What's up, man? Steph 222, what's going on? What's up, man? We got food for us. Yeah, by our chart. You already know it. We're gonna have a beautiful yard, man. Howie, how you doing, man? I hope all is well. Lambert Clark, how you doing? How you doing? Never hurts to have a smart wife. It hurts, Veggie. It hurts sometimes. You know what it hurts more than anything sometimes? It hurt that pride. But you know what? Pride ain't what pays the bills, and pride ain't what got us here. But one thing I just want to encourage you all to do, don't give up. Keep pushing forward. Keep believing in your goals and your dreams. And even though you go to the gym every freaking day and you feel like you ain't lost a pound, there's work behind the scenes. Be resilient. Change it up. Look at your failures and look at your successes and keep pushing forward. And you'll obtain and you'll see some results. And when you see them results, let your results, no matter how big or small you view them as, let them be the motivation to allow you to keep on going. Allow that to be your fuel to keep on pressing forward. Y'all be well. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your time right now. Enjoy your family. Love those that love you. Protect those that protect you. Be blessed and be well. And y'all don't forget, whatever you do, keep on growing. Grow.